Alright, so one of the last things I'm going to do for this guy is put in the fixtures. So I did give you a couple of fixtures up here. So there's a urinal and a toilet, and we'll start with those. And there's a sink. There's another toilet and a urinal. You can use whichever one you want. Now there aren't any dimensions, but I'm going to assume that these are on 3-foot centers. And these are scaled, so you can do a dimension and kind of guesstimate. So if I go to my utilities and measure, I can measure from here to the center of there, and it looks like it's about 2'1", so I'll just assume that that's 2'1" there. And then if I zoom out, then that's 3 foot. So we'll just assume 3-foot centers on those. Okay, so if I come in, and again, it's pretty much the same. If I just come in here and go to copy, make a copy of this sink from here down to here, and I'm going to rotate it using the rotate command. You can also use the grips to rotate. Like if you pick something, you can pick this grip, and if you hit the space bar, it'll flip between different options, and the third one is rotate. So I just use the space bar to rotate, or you can use a regular rotate command. I'm going to move this from the midpoint to the edge of that finish wall, and then I'm going to right click and repeat move and pick that and move it 2'1", right? And then I'll just copy it 3 feet. Right, so I've got 2 sinks there, and then I'll go ahead and put this toilet in 18 inches off the wall. So if I copy this guy, I guess we could copy the whole rig. Let's go ahead and copy the whole thing. Whoops. So I'll come in and go to copy. Let's just copy this whole thing down there, kind of into the place it needs to be. And then I'm going to rotate it using the rotate command. Select everything, right click to stop selection set, pick for a rotation base point, and then I can move my polar around to get it in the right place. So if I rotate it in the correct direction, right, that's pretty much the way that it wants to go, right, except for the door needs to be mirrored. So I'm going to mirror that door. And I don't have a center point, so I'm just going to mirror it and say yes to delete the other one, and then move it. And I'm using keystroke commands now, so and move it into place. Whoops, missed that one little piece there. Right? And erase that. Okay. All right. So now we've got that guy in place, and that's really going to be these stalls right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this whole thing. So I'm pick move, window around it, left to right with the blue box as window. So everything inside. And I'm going to move that from the midpoint to right there. And then I'm going to move again and window around there. And let's just move that over 18 inches. All right, so that's the toilet off the wall. And then I'm just going to come over here and see how far it is from this toilet to that toilet. So again, I'm going to go to my utilities and measure. And again, I'm just getting kind of close. I know it's hard to see the cursor, but kind of close to the center. And then seeing where the center of that toilet is, which we're going to say 5'1", okay? So I'm going to move all of this 5'1", right? And then I'm going to copy this guy back 5'1". So now that toilet's in there. And then I think I'll repeat copy, and this one is 3 foot offset, right? And I could actually then again copy, if I go to copy, I could copy this whole thing, right, over 3 feet as well. And then there's a command called fillet that will finish off that'll finish off corners of things that you want to finish off. So I'm going to type F for fillet, or fillet. And the radius is set to 0. So if the radius is set to 0, I can pick any 2 objects. So this one and that one, and it will finish them off. Now I want a line that goes from here to here, right? So I'm going to go to line. I'm going to draw a line from there to there. And then I want a line that goes kind of perpendicular to that one. I can do an extension, so I can acquire that point and bring it back, and it'll try to see if it'll acquire that point and bring it back down, and it will draw to that point, right? Now I can use the fillet command, so enter to stop that, or I can use a grip and just pull the grip down to make it meet, right? So now I've got those, and I can come in and put the door in over here using trim and all the commands that we had. Now once you get all the bathroom stuff in, you can then mirror it over to the other side and replace these with the urinals. Okay?